The Stations of the Cross are more than just a remembrance of Jesus' suffering. They are a mirror of the struggle, pain and hope in our own lives today. And as we walk this journey with Christ, we recognise His presence in our world, in our communities and in our personal trials. Jesus is condemned to death. How often are people unfairly judged today? The poor, the vulnerable and the misunderstood face condemnations in many ways, through injustice, prejudice or indifference. Christ stands with them, calling us to be voices of truth and mercy. Jesus carries His cross. Life burdens are many: illness, grief, anxiety, financial hardship. Jesus carries His cross alongside us, showing us that we are never alone in our struggles. Jesus falls the first time. Failure is part of life, and when we fail, whether through mistakes, disappointments or sin, we may feel discouraged. Yet, Jesus' first fall teaches us that we may rise again with God's strength. Jesus meets His mother. Mary's presence in Jesus' suffering is a reminder of the power of love and support. In times of hardship, the kindness of family and friends bring us strength. Are we willing to be present for others in their suffering? Simon helps Jesus to carry His cross. Sometimes the weight of life feels unbearable. Who are the Simons in our lives? Those who help us carry our burdens. And how often do we step forward to help others carry theirs? Veronica wipes the face of Jesus. A small act of kindness can mean everything to someone who's struggling. And in a world often marked by indifference, do we have the courage to show compassion, even in simple ways? Jesus falls the second time. Some struggles persist, and we may feel like giving up. But the perseverance of Jesus reminds us that no failure is final. With God's help, we can keep going. Jesus meets the women of Jerusalem. Even in His suffering, Jesus noticed the pain of others. In today's world, many weep, those affected by war, loneliness and loss. Do we take time to see and comfort them? Jesus falls the third time. There are moments when suffering feels overwhelming. Yet Jesus rises once more, showing us that even in our darkest moments, we are not defeated. Jesus is stripped of His garments. Dignity is stripped from many in our world today. The homeless, the abused, those in war-torn lands, the forgotten. Christ, stripped on the cross, calls us to restore dignity to those who have been cast aside. Jesus is nailed to the cross. Betrayal, violence and cruelty exist in our world today, just as they did at Calvary. But Jesus' response in love and forgiveness is an invitation to us and an example for us in our own lives. Can we follow? Jesus dies on the cross. The weight of suffering, loss and injustice can feel overwhelming at times. But even in death, Jesus surrenders to the Father. His trust in God invites us to place our hope in Him, even when we do not understand. Jesus is taken down from the cross. Mary holds the broken body of her Son, just as many today grieve the loss of loved ones. In our mourning, Christ is present, offering comfort and hope. Jesus is laid in the tomb. It seems like the end, but we know the tomb will not hold him. Every Good Friday leads to Easter, and even in the darkest times, God is at work, bringing life from death and hope from despair. The way of the cross is an invitation for us to walk with Christ. Not just about suffering, it's also about his love, his perseverance, and his invitation for us to walk with him in our daily lives. Whatever burdens we carry, Jesus carries them with us. And just as he rose, so can we find new life, new strength, and new hope in him.